Divine Noni, ஆரோக்கியத்தின் அடையாளம்.
Yes, I can hear you.
Gary, thank you very much for all the time, and I know you have moved from...
I hear you, yes.
Okay, I know you have moved from Vermont to Montreal now. Thank you very much for all the trouble you went in. I'm going to introduce one of your friends in here, if they can...
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay. And also I give, as you were wishing, another passport for Madame Teresa. I presented to her, and also I will pass it on with the friend which you have interviewed a couple of years ago. I will give the microphone to him and you can talk to him.
Gary, this is David Austine. So good to see you. So we got a chance to show the show that you and I did together just this past December, not 2 years ago. They all got to see you, Gary. You have blessed us all, so we'd like to bless you right now. I'd like to have the whole room, like we did yesterday for Mr. Gary Davis. I want it to start as a ripple, and it's going to come away with those 8,000 miles. The blessings over, Gary Davis.
This is Dr. Peter. I introduced you before.
I'm Peter.
Nice. We have many feasts tonight. This will go throughout the world as an example how others throughout the world, all world citizens, can make peace, and we can enjoy our life on earth, and the heavens await us.
We are the World Wellness Women's Congress. We are with you because wellness is oneness, and we are together with you. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time.
Gary, I want to introduce you this special lady, which you permit me to give the passport to her. She has some word with you, Madame Teresa.
My respected Gary Davis, I was hoping that I could meet you here.
To me,
Can you hear me? It's Teresa from India. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
hear you, I hear you.
Yes, I was hoping that I could meet you here in Chennai through the introduction from Professor Dr. King, that I was going to meet you here in this beautiful sacred land of India. But there some difficulty that you cannot be here with us. But your soul, your energy is here with us today. After seeing the film that shown this morning, we are connected, we are one. And we all love you very much for what you have been through. Many years ago, my late husband, the founder of Universal Energy School, Professor Dr. Lumindan, he said, in the future there will be no passport. Wow. We don't need a passport because we are not this physical body. We are something more sacred. We are beyond this physical body. We are one. We are the energy. We are love. We are the light. And at the moment we are going step by step. We have this one word passport, and then we're going to give up every passport, every ID. We don't need anything because we are nothing.
So much for your message.
Gary, thank you very much. One more time, after so many years of using
So
your
you
passport.
also.
Thank you. Using your passport for many thousands of refugees in Afghanistan, Bosnia, Chechnya, South Africa. I thank you very much. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. And millions of refugees, I speak for them. We love you. We love you. Thank you, Gary. I will speak to you later on. I love you. Thank you very much for your time. And I know it was a late evening there. Thank you. A million times. Thank you.
You're going to have to be back on this one person within this region. I want to understand what makes people tick. It's my passion in life. I get a chance to work with the greatest athletes in this world. So, are you ready to meet up? You're not ready. Are you ready to meet up? Mr. Dave Austine.
What an energy in this room! Now I know that I should slow down so that you can hear every word. But I can't. I have a passion and an energy flowing through me that is all from you. I feel so much love in this moment that if I tend to go too fast and you don't understand my words, feel my heart. Let that be the guiding light of what I have to say. Let that be the feeling that you walk away with when you leave here, and let that burn your light so brightly, our connection, one-on-one with each and every one of you, that you in this moment is changed for the wellness of every aspect of life, the wellness of these beautiful flowers. How beautiful is this setting? Just take a moment. Let's just take a moment and appreciate the colors and the glory of nature. As we appreciate nature, it radiates and shines. And there's an energy that comes to us that's beyond our energy, and it's powerful. So let's take a moment and just appreciate the beauty that is around me. Now with that strength, I want you to do something I've never done before, but I was motivated by our last speaker. It's something that I will go away with now and do. It'll be hard for me to do, because I like to eat anything that I see. But I'm going to have a new habit, because I'm about winning habits. That's how we create anything we want to do in life, is just create habits of wellness and winning in your life. So here's my new habit if you want to do it with me. When I go to eat, I'm now going to do this. I love my body. I love my body. I love my body. I love my body. Do it with me. I love my body. I love my body. I love my body. And when I go to think, and I have a thought, I will respect my thought. I love my mind. 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 Because I have just realized, if I'm going to tell you, say, I love you, I must first love myself. And know that by loving myself, that I have an abundance of love that will never stop. It will be a sea that is far greater than the oceans of this world. We must start simply with ourselves, so that when we pass it on, it can be felt so deeply, so subtly, so just inside you that it cannot be denied. Now, many of you don't know me, because this is my first time in India. But how they know me in the United States is because I was a professional athlete. I played professional tennis.
And I got to play some of the greatest players in the world. I got to play VJ arbitrage. I got to play a non-arbitrage. Wonderful brothers. Wonderful brothers. I love them dearly, and I got to play others from India, and I learned a lot in every lesson I did when I played tennis. But one of the lessons that is the reason that I'm here in front of you today is because through sports, I've learned how to bring out more of me. And I've done that to pass it on to others. I've worked with some of the greatest sports figures on this planet. Olympic athletes, professional teams, football, baseball. I'm very passionate about learning how we can become more. I do that in business too. It's already there. Bob did a wonderful job in showing us. It's there. It's just for us to be aware and to practice. Practice winning habits. I have a saying, champions are champions before they're champions. Meaning that we honor who we are right now in this place. We don't have to wait to see what we're becoming. We are already it now by how we choose to do things. For me to play professional tennis, I had to work over and over again to make the game appear easy. To make it appear easy. And it really is easy when we create habits that will support you in everything you do in life. Bob said so beautifully, it's about our belief system. I learned at a very young age. I'd heard the words before, it is done unto you as you believe. And I didn't quite understand it all the way to my subconscious mind. It took a journey of years to understand what that means. For an example, when I was a young athlete, I played football, American football, and a coach told me, "Oh, Austine, you're fast. You're really fast." And I said, "I am?" And I would run, and I was fast, and I'd run for touchdowns. You might not know what touchdowns are, but that's really, really, really good. And then we moved to another place. And a coach had a different philosophy, and he said, "Austine, you're slow as molasses." Well, wait a minute. He told me I was fast. I'm now slow. So I started running the football now, looking over my shoulder. Who's going to catch me? A thought I never thought of before. I now looked at myself. I believed I was different. So I became slower and slower. My body changed. I became fat because I looked at myself differently. Then we moved again, and I still loved sports, and I had a different coach with a different philosophy who said, "Wow," he didn't say it to me, I overheard him telling other coaches, "That new kid, Austine, he's kind of quick." And I went, "God, thank you, I don't know why, but I'm quick again." And I started running for more touchdowns again. We have to be the decision makers. We let what our surroundings tell us who we are. The truth of the matter is when we quiet ourselves, we can find out truly who we are. And there is wisdom beyond our wisdom that can come to every one of us. Not just me, not just you, not just you, not just this incredibly beautiful flower, but to every living being. So I have spent my life searching for how can we tap in to beyond what we can even think, to go beyond what our minds can even comprehend. And the more I learn each and every day, the more I'm lifted up. And it's so much fun for me. Life is, for me, is about what can I learn today? What can I bring to my life that will lift me up even higher today? Well, in a conference like this is fantastic. I have a whole wealth of new things to take home. Thank you. Now, one of the things that I want to do with you today, I talked about winning habits. I have a very short time on this stage today, so I have an intention. I set intentions. I did this, I didn't do it when I played professional tennis. I didn't know what intentions were. I didn't know how to set goals. So I just played professional tennis, and I got very mediocre results. Yes, I was a world-ranked player, but I was not at the top. Once I learned how to set intentions, how to have a system to help me achieve, and no longer had a belief system that I couldn't achieve it, and I saw it in my mind now, I didn't wait to believe it, I believed it, and I saw it, I went back out and then wanted to test my theories, and I went out and played senior tennis, and I had one intention, one goal, to be number one. I had never allowed myself to be number one. It was, for me, a journey. I had to learn how to, as I say now, enjoy the battle. Because it's tough out in competition. But as I just opened up to a new way of looking things, and not worried about my competition, but absolutely became connected to myself at a deeper level, and saw myself being able to get through any obstacle and see every obstacle as an opportunity, I ended up number one. I walked off the court, number one. I remember late November, that last match was the toughest. But at that moment, I knew that if I could do it, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. So, I want to give you 2 winning habits. I have hundreds of winning habits. But today, I want you to go home with something that I promise you, if you follow just these simple 2 habits. Oh no, I got 3 because I talked about I love my body. That's a new one I hadn't thought about until I got here. That's a winning habit, but I'm going to give you 2 others. One is, if you want to achieve something in life, know what it is that you want to achieve. So that you feel it and see it every day so you know where you're headed. We might say on the outside of our conscious mind rather than that inside, oh, I want this. But if we don't claim it completely and see it every day, when the roadblocks start appearing, instead of looking at those roadblocks and rejoicing, it must mean that this is really important journey I'm on because this is a big roadblock. And when you look at it with that, you can walk through anything. But you have to know where you're going. So, I want you, if you're willing to, if you have a note, take a note. I want you, every start of every week, to set 5 intentions. Just 5 intentions of what you want to do this week. 5. Keep it simple. I've got 100 things I want to do. But if I do too much, I can't take 1 step at a time. I'm trying to take 7 at once, and I fall. But if I can honor 1 step, rejoice, and be grateful for that 1 step, anything and everything is possible. So, let's have some examples of what's an intention. Maybe if some of you are Divine Noni distributors, maybe you say, I want to introduce 10 new people to become Noni distributers. That's your intention. You write it down, you see it. And you see it every day. Now, when you do your to-do list, you put down, okay, I've intended to get 10 distributors. I need to go see 40 or 50, whatever it is. So you just, everything supports what your intention is. If I intend to hug or to give a gift to 10 people this week, then I know it. And I put it down. Now, if I end up giving more, that's okay. But if I see it and claim it, I don't let myself fall into unconscious living where I'm not paying attention. I have a roadmap. I have a game plan. When I work with American football players and teams, we have a playbook. We look at the playbook, and so we know what we're trying to accomplish. And then the other thing that I do that's different probably than anybody else coaching professional sports is I work on our unity. I work, in a team of football, there's a lot of different individuals with different roles to play. But I work on how we work together to be stronger than any one of us. To be far greater than one of us can be, because as I cooperate with my fellow man, that here on my left and here on my right, I'm lifted to a higher ground and I become better. So as a unit, we become stronger than anything you'll ever know. What we are doing here by saying, I love you, and we're talking about wellness, we are doing something more magnificent than we can even comprehend. We were connected to the United States, and this wave is going back and back. We're having an effect on people that don't even know they're being affected right now. I have proven it. I have taken Major League Baseball players and I have taught them how to smile when they play, to enjoy every precious moment that they're given. And when Americans watch them on TV, the people that I coach, their lives have changed. Not because they're good baseball players, but because they're radiating a smile of gratitude that can be felt here. And people watching, maybe they don't even know what's hit them, but they feel something different. And it is a step, one step at a time. And we all can do that. Sometimes we think we have to be standing on a stage. We don't have to be standing on a stage. I started in the back of the room. You're sitting there and you have every bit of power that I have. There's nothing that I have that you don't have. It's all there. And how important is it to pass it on? When I wrote my first book, in America they had the books all in a window at the bookstore, and I woke up and I saw my picture in the paper. I thought, oh, that's cool. Look at that. That's me. I went, oh no, what if no one shows up? I started getting my mind in the way. I started thinking, oh, they're making all this fuss. And I looked at the bookstore and I saw the books in the window and I thought, oh no, I mean, it's exciting, but what if no one shows up? I started worrying. I let my mind start getting into that area that we all do, that chatter. And then my wife helped me. She says, get out of the way. Get out of the way. If one person is moved by your book, one, and it changes one person's life, this book has tremendous value. Oh, wow. So when I went to do my talk, I was in the spirit of one. Just give me one person, Lord. One person that will touch their lives. I was on an escalator going up to the store in this big store. It was in Los Angeles, California, a big city. And a woman was on the elevator. I was behind me. She turned to look at me and says, oh, are you here to see the author? I looked at her and I thought, do I tell her I am the author? Or do I stand up there and go, nah? And she said, and I just decided, I said, I am the author. And she goes, that book has changed my life. And when I had my one. I had my one. And that's all it takes. But by you giving it to one, and you giving it to someone else, it doesn't take more than that. You don't have to write a book, but you can if you like, because it's in you. If it's in me, it's no different. So the effect that you have on someone, we judge. Well, who am I to pass something so wonderful onto someone else? Who are you not to? So you set your intentions strongly, and you look at those every day. And you will know the path you're on. And it might have some curves to it. It might have, like for an example, a couple days ago we went to the Taj Mahal and we drove from Delhi to the Taj Mahal. There was some really waves going on with that car. But you know what? We got there. We got there. I just had to trust. Had to believe that we would end up there. It was a new experience for me as far as how we drove. But we got there. but I knew where we were going. Let yourself know where you're going. When I played professional tennis, I didn't know where I was going. Yes, I got a world ranking, but it was not at the top because I couldn't see myself. I didn't know how to set up a habit to help me win in whatever I wanted to achieve. When I became number one, I only shifted. I was the same person. I just shifted a couple things. I now put together habits that would support me. I also claimed it ahead of time, and I saw it every day. So when I had obstacles, I would then look at these obstacles in a new way. I would then go, wow, and I'm learning this more from Brother Roger. I would go, what an opportunity. Because I knew where I was going, even if this rock was in the way, even if this tree, even if this wall was in the way, it didn't matter. Because I knew where I was going from here, not from here. And you make that choice. You make that choice. So, set your intentions and enjoy every step of the journey. It is a gift, every step. I used to get so caught up in just, I don't know what I've accomplished, instead of saying, wow, look at that step. Look at that magnificent step that I've been able to take. Then all of a sudden, the other steps just came and flowed with it. And I'm still learning to do that every day. And I have learned to exceed whatever potential I thought I might have. I've gone beyond. Because the deeper I get grounded into gratitude, the more of this beauty of this world opens up. The more that it's just such a wonderful feeling of giving and receiving. Because we must do both. It's out of balance if we don't. If we always just give, and haven't learned how to receive, we're out of balance. If we just take and take because there's only this, we're out of balance. So give fully, because there is an abundance. Receive it fully, because there is an abundance. And that is where, and it's all here, you decide. It's all here, you decide. It's everywhere. You decide of being aware to just bring it in. I also have had a chance to be involved in some of the greatest musical hits of all time, because I was also in music, and I ran a record label, and I wrote a book called Songwriting for Dummies. Very popular book in the United States in music. So I got a chance to be around a lot of hit music. And it's the same thing. It's those that were willing to go beyond themselves, to say yes to something greater than them. It's available to each and every one of us. It's just some choose, and some have, our roles might be different. But if we say yes to it completely and rejoice in whatever our role is, we can live it fully. And there's nothing greater than living your life fully by smiling each and every day with whatever comes. So set your intentions. Know where you're headed so you don't just blindly go. And you'll be amazed at what you can do. What we all can do. Now, the second winning habit I want to give you is something that I've really learned more recently. And I speak about it a lot. I mean, I've been speaking about it with teens for years, but I think when I talk about there's always new depths of learning, there's always new depths of understanding, I've learned that as I've worked with teams and now work with corporations and business executives, that, I was an athlete, which is, we talk about competition, and you have to be a fierce competitor to win. But as I looked at it deeper, I found that no, it's what we need to do to win is to fully cooperate, say in a team. Work together, not in competition. It's not about our competition. It's about who we are and how we come together as one. The more we do that, we have a strength beyond our strength. I keep saying that. So recently, I had met Dr. Roger Anthony. And I was touched by him. And we decided, since we both talk about cooperation, collaboration, that we should join. Because 1 and 1 in our edition makes 11. Not 2, not 3. We become stronger because we work together. And I look everywhere I go now to look, who can I collaborate with? Who can I work with? Look at this organization. Think about all the different people they're collaborating with. I asked Dr. Pete, how do you have so many people here? I know it's hard to fill a big room. Simple answer. We work with others. We help them, they help us. What an amazing concept. It's easy. But yet, I know in America, where I come from, we had a system that was the fittest survives. It's competition. And what a beautiful thing that's happening for us. What a blessing we're getting. Our financial system is being broken down. Broken down. We're cleaning the clutter. We're cleaning the clutter so we're open to something new. Something grander than what we thought was great. We're opening up to being more humble. What do you think it's like for someone who is very wealthy and has lost everything? What a great opportunity. I've been there. To all of a sudden go, I need you, brother. You humble yourself, and you know what an incredible gift it is. I'm seeing more cooperation today than ever. So I am blessing this economy. I am blessing it because it is bringing me and you and all of us closer together. And I love togetherness. When I played doubles in tennis, I had a higher ranking in doubles than I did in singles. I never understood that. But I do now. You know why? Because I simply love going up to my partner and going, yes! It gave me a power beyond my power. We got excited together. We got rejoiced together. What a wonderful way to live life when we can rejoice together. And if one is down, the other one's there to pick us up. My first book that I wrote, I thought I understood it. And I talked about it. And now my union with Brother Roger, I have found I didn't know it at all. Because he's teaching me, because we've come together, things that came through my pen at a much deeper level than I ever knew. And I go, wow, that's awesome. Because he started reading it to me one time on the phone before I even knew it was my book. As he's reading it, I went, wow, I've got to know whoever wrote that. That's magnificent. What book is that? And then he told me what book. I started crying. I'm going, I took that book and it's been buried for 6 years. But I got to hear it through someone else's eyes because of our union together. Where I'm weak, he is strong. Where he is weak, I am strong. And if we learn to do that together each and every day, wow! What is it that we can do? In a moment, just moments away, Brother Roger is going to take this silly red bag. Does it mean anything here to you right now? It's been sitting here. Has anybody noticed it? Does it mean anything? Not really too much. But when you see Roger do things that you go, that's impossible. How does he do that? All of a sudden this bag becomes beyond just a bag because he forms a union with the bag. And there's a spiritual message here that is so powerful. Don't just look at the physical activity that's taking place. Look at the connection. For him to do the magic, he's the world champion, by the way. He's 65 years old, somewhere in that area. 60-something. 67. And yet you'll see hand speed that is beyond any of the world-class athletes that I work with. Last year I had him demonstrate in front of these incredibly great, gifted stars of athletes. They all go, and what they said is, that's sick. Roger thought, uh-oh, what did I do? He didn't know that in an athletic term, see, we all look at words and we all think, oh, what does that mean? For them, it was the greatest honor they could ever give him because they couldn't understand it. That is just sick. How is that possible? Because he becomes one with a red bag. With a red bag. We become one with anything we want if we so choose. But it's our choice. Gary Davis has decided that there are no borders. And you know what? He's been willing to go to prison because of that belief. He does not let anything stop him from what he has chosen as who he has tapped into for himself. We all have that same ability. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to do? Sometimes I have to ask myself that. But when I know that I am here on a mission, and it's beyond my mission, it's not just about me, and I get out of the way, wow, I can walk through walls. I can do things that are beyond my comprehension. And what a gift that is, and I bless it every day. Now, I'm going to finish with, I have, and Dr. Peter has talked about this, we've been on a journey through the Great Wall of China and the Forbidden City and the Taj Mahal, and there's a process. So if you practice and you have habits that support you, there are no limits. There are no limits. And just rejoice in where you're going to go. Put the seatbelt on and fly. But for Bob Proctor to come up here and be so brilliant. Bob, I was so moved by you. And I've heard you speak today. I've heard you speak before. I don't know, today I'm just in a better place to receive. And it's about me, sometimes. I received you so fully today, Bob, that I am going home. There's so many gifts, but the gift you gave me today is worth every bit of whatever the journey has been to get here. And I thank you. The gifts that each of you sitting here, that have given me is far greater than I could ever give. And I'm going home rejoicing. I'm going home excited. I've got new things that I can go tell people about. I can go and talk about things, but I got to be it. One of the things that I got to be is going to be tough for me. I'll be honest. My food habits. That's going to be really hard. That's going to be tough. But I'm going to just go, I love my body. I love my body. Drew would give me more strength. I love my body. Because I want to look like, Tom's not here. If I'll be with you. I want to look like that when I'm 75. I want to be at middle age when I'm 75. Not near the end, but just really the beginning. So anyway, we have a little DVD that we'll work out, a gift, we'll work that out. It's just some practices to live that'll help me live my life, and Roger's done the same thing, and we've gone to some pretty neat places in the world to let that presence come in. Now, we should feel that presence wherever we are. For me, it's all about your faith. My faith is God. I use God. And I should feel God in the middle of the city. And I do, but when I get away to nature, and I get away to places where there isn't any distractions, or I get into a place that's so powerful, I feel it, and I hear that voice so strong in me that I sing a whole new tune. So I keep putting myself into those places. When I leave here, I will go to Hong Kong, then I fly to California, then I have to fly to Hawaii and speak, then I have to fly to New York and have a meeting in New York. But when I come home, my wife and my kids and I are going to a place called Yosemite, where we just connect to nature and we just be re-energized by what God has given us every day. You got to quiet yourself. You got to take the time to do it. So I'm going to leave you with one thing. I hope I'll help you with more. Dr. Peter saw me speak in December in Lake Tahoe. And he was so generous to say, would you come on this journey? And I have to be honest with you, I've always wanted to come here. It was not a hard answer. I didn't have to go, well, wait a minute, I've got to go here, I've got to go here. I just went yes before I even let any of my mind get in the way, because I knew I needed to be here. But he gave me some Noni, some Divine Noni. And I just got to share one thing with you. It's kind of corny, but sometimes corny is okay. I'm here to have fun. Gary Davis, look what he went through. What was the last thing he said? If it wasn't fun, I wouldn't do it. So we got our kids and we poured some Divine Noni. He said, we're going to start drinking this in the morning. And I go, what is this? What is this? I said, no, it's okay. It's going to be good. And I go, I'm not sure. About 2 days of it, all of a sudden, my kids, they've taught me a new song. I want my Noni Noni, I want my Noni Noni, I want my Noni Noni, I want my Noni Noni. And we start our morning singing. What a better way to start life. What a way to rejoice. Whatever is out there going, we just get into the fun and we start laughing. And we start laughing. And laughing. What a tremendous thing. I recently had some people going through some difficulties, and I have a teleconference call, and I just came to me, okay, here's our solution. Tuesday night, everyone on this phone call is laugh night. Whatever you do, take it off the table. All you're going to do on Tuesday nights is do something that's going to make you laugh. And it's awesome! I love you! Oh, I feel it, I feel it, I feel it. I love you! Thank you.
Mr. Dave Weston, you said, exceed your potential using the 3 C's of the creation. Creating a better world in cooperation, community, and collaboration. Great it was. Please accept our deep appreciations for your cooperations and bringing the communities together and collaborating with us. Now I request our beloved Dr. D.R. Karthikeyan sir to please come and honor Mr. Dev.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you.